So far we considered one random process, and we studied different types of random process based on various properties. Now we consider two different random processes and define a measure called as the cross correlation between the two different random processes. Let x of t is a random process and this is one sample function of this particular random process. We have another sample function x2 of t and so on. This is the nth sample function. So we are letting x1 of t, x2 and so on, xn of t are the different sample functions of the random process x of t. So by observing the random process at t equivalent to 1 and t equivalent to t2, we can obtain two different random variables, x of t1 and x of t2. Is it? That is, the random variable that is obtained by observing the process at t equivalent to t2 is x of t2, and the random variable that is obtained by observing the process at t equivalent to t1 is x of t1. So if you take the expectation of these two random variables, that is expectation of x of t1, x of t2, so this is equivalent to the autocorrelation function of the random process x of t. So now we consider another process in which we have the sample functions y1 of t, y2 of t and so on, so yn of t. So these are the different, you may consider some ym of t, because this m and n may be different because the two processes are different. So let this particular process is the y of t, this is the second random process, and the sample functions are y1 of t, y2 of t and so on, ym of t. That is, this particular random process has some m number of sample functions and this has some n number of sample functions. So here I selected the arbitrarily. This is one type of random process. Like this. So by observing this particular process at two different time instants, let this is t is equivalent to again some t1, and the random variable that is obtained can be considered as y of t1. By observing the process at t is equivalent to t2, we can obtain another random variable y of t2. That is, we have two different random processes. Two random processes are observed at two different time instants t1 and t2. X of t is observed at t1, t2. Y of t is also observed at t1 and t2. So here, if we take the expectation of y of t1 and y of t2, so again that is also called as the autocorrelation function of the random process y of t, and we denote it as RYY of t1 comma t2. Is it right? So here this quantity is the autocorrelation function of the random process x of t, and this is the autocorrelation function of the random process y of t. Now we can measure the interrelationship between the two random processes x of t and y of t. See, this is the measure of the correlation between the two random variables x of t1 and x of t. So this is measure of correlation between the two random variables y of t1 and y of t. So here these two random variables belongs to the same random process and these two belongs to this random process. Now we are trying to measure a quantity called as cross correlation function, which indicates the similarity between two different random processes. Here let x of t1 is the random variable that is obtained by observing the random process at t equivalent to t1, and y of t2 is the random variable that is obtained by observing the process y of t at t equivalent to t2. Then this expectation of x of t1, y of t2 is called as rxy of t1 comma t2. So this particular quantity is called as the cross correlation between the random process x of t and y of t. So expectation of xy, expectation of x of t1, y of t2 is the similarity between the two different random processes. So as the two processes or two variables that are obtained x of t1 and y of t2 are from the two different random processes. So that's why we call this as the cross correlation function. In the same manner, if you let y of t1 is the variable obtained by observing the process y of t at t equivalent to t1, and this x of t is derived from the random process x of t. Then the expectation of y of t1 and x of t2 is also called as the cross correlation. See, in the case of autocorrelation, we have only one autocorrelation. But if you are defining the cross correlation, we have two different cross correlation functions. One is rxy of t1 comma t2, and this is ryx of t1 t2. So this particular first quantity. So this is the cross correlation function, and this is also in the first case x of t is observed at t1, y of t is observed at t2. In the second case, y of t is observed at t1 and x of t is observed at t2. That is the difference. So therefore, we are finding the similarity between the two random variables x of t1, y of t2. Similarly, y of t1 and x of t2. So the measure of similarity between the two random processes x of t and y of t is called as the cross correlation function of the random processes x of t and y of t. So we already know that this rxx of tau is equivalent to rxx of minus tau. That is, when you let the random process x of t is a stationary random process, then rxx of tau is equivalent to rxx of minus tau. Why? Because this rxx of t1 comma t2 will be equivalent to the function of tau. So therefore, rxx of t1 comma t2 can be written as rxx of tau. Similarly, this ryy of tau is equivalent to, what this indicates, the autocorrelation function is even symmetric. But this cross correlation function has a special kind of symmetry, that is rxy of tau is equivalent to ryx of minus tau. So here random process x of t and y of t are stationary random process. Then the cross correlation function will be a function of time lag. So therefore, this can be written as rxy of tau, and this as ryx of. So in this case, So here this is even symmetric and this is even symmetric, but it is a special kind of symmetry. So here we cannot say, because this is one function and this is another function. Follow. This is Rxy, this is Ryx. Don't think that this is the even symmetry. This is not even symmetry. When it is even symmetry, this function and this function are same. But both are different here. So here, this particular kind of symmetry is called as some special kind of symmetry. There is no particular name to it, like even symmetry or odd symmetry, because it is neither even nor odd. So this is one important property of the cross correlation function. But this particular quantity is very much useful while studying the linear time invariant system. We excite an LTA system by a random process x of t, and the output random process can be considered as y of t. So what is the interrelationship between these two random processes, input random process and the output random process? So in order to measure that, we use this particular quantity called as the cross correlation between the output random process and the input random process of the linear time invariant system. So now we see important properties of cross correlation function. So we already know the first property, that is Rxy of tau is equivalent to Ryx of minus tau. Otherwise, Rxy of minus tau is equivalent to Ryx of tau. Either way can write. That is, if you simply replace tau with minus tau on both sides, then it will become minus tau, this become plus tau. And second property is the maximum value of the autocorrelation, cross correlation. Under root Rxx of 0 into Ryy of 0. So the maximum value of this Rxy of tau is equivalent to under root Rxx of 0 multiplied with Ryy. So in order to prove this, we consider expectation of x of t1 minus y of t2 whole square. So obviously, so this is the mean square value of this particular term. So this will be always positive. Consider this mean square value of x of t1 minus y of t2. Otherwise, you can let that z of t is equivalent to x of t1 minus y of t2. So here we are letting the expectation of z square of t. What that indicates is the mean square value. So mean square value of the process always a non-negative number. So therefore, so from this, expand this. This is expectation of x square of t1 plus expectation of y square of t2 minus 2 times expectation of x of t1 into y of t. See, expectation of x square of t1 can be considered as rxx of 0. This is ryy of 0. So this quantity is rxy of tau, is it? Here, with the assumption that the time lag between these two times is equivalent to tau. So with this assumption, so this quantity can be written as rxx of 0, this can be written as ryy of 0, and this is greater than or equivalent to rxy of tau. Therefore, this implies so mod rxy of tau is less than or equivalent to rxx of 0 plus ryy of 0 divided by, is it right? Here you change this. Because the result that we obtained is this. Is it? Understood? I changed this. Mod rxy of tau less than or equivalent to rxx of 0 plus ryy of 0 divided by 2. Okay. So there is another property, that is rxy of tau is less than or equivalent to rxx of 0 into ryy of 0. Now we try to prove this. So in order to prove this, you consider x of t1 divided by under root rxx of 0 minus y of t2 divided by ryy of 0 under root. Take the square of this, and definitely the expectation of this quantity is always greater than or equivalent to 0. So this is expectation of x square of t1 into 1 divided by under root. I think root get cancelled. See that rxx of 0 is the mean square value, that is a constant. So that can be taken out from the expectation. Plus 1 divided by ryy of 0 into expectation of, this is y square of t2. So minus 2 times expectation of t1 so y of t2. Is it right? So this quantity, now we can write it as say expectation of x square of t1. So with the assumption that the time lag between the two times is equivalent to tau, this can be written as rxx of 0, this is ry of 0, so this becomes 2, so 2 get cancelled, therefore you will get under root Rxx of 0, Ryy of 0 is greater than or equivalent to expectation of x of t1, y of t2. Here we assumed this, that is Rxy of tau. Follow this. So therefore, we can write from the two properties this Rxy of tau maximum. What is the maximum value of this? The maximum value in the previous property, the maximum value is Rxx of 0 plus divided by 2. In the second property, the maximum value is Rxx of 0 into Ryy of 0. From the first, second and third properties, we can write the maximum value of the cross correlation function is equivalent to Rxx of 0 plus Ry of 0 divided by 2, that is equivalent to under root this. Is it right? X of t and y of t are defined by x of t is equivalent to a1 cos omega 1 t plus theta a2 cos omega 2 t plus theta, where a1, a2 and theta are independent random variables. A1, A2 and theta are independent random variables. Theta is uniformly distributed. Theta is uniformly distributed over 0 to 2. Find the cross correlation functions Rxy of tau and Ryx of tau. See, we already know that this Rxy of t1 comma t2 is equivalent to expectation of y of t1, t2. So here if you let the time lag is tau, this can be written as expectation of x of t, y of t plus. Therefore this is Rxy of tau. Is it right? Here the assumption is the time lag between these two times is tau. Similarly, this Ryx of t1 t2 is equivalent to expectation of y of t1 x of t2. So this can be written as Ryx of tau, the expectation of y of t x of t plus tau. What about omega 1, omega 2 here? They are constants, real constants.